Tonight I'll be reviewing the Daryl Dixon Mcfarlane Toys Walking Dead statue. This is the fourth statue from The Walking Dead that Todd McFarlane and his company have produced. First being Michonne, then Rick Grimes, then Negan, and now Daryl Dixon. The first three were comic book representations, but this one is the first one from the AMC television series. This is the art box that I'm scanning over a little bit here. This is the certificate of authenticity signed by Todd McFarlane that he includes in with his statues. I'll turn this around so you can see the back of it. Another side view there. And there's just the back view of the box. It's got listed the different edition sizes. Todd, McFarlane, whenever he does his statues, he releases a 50-piece artist-proof edition, which is unpainted. I didn't get that one. I got the regular edition one, which is fully painted with an edition size of 1500. Mine is number 825. Without further ado, we'll see the statue itself. Look at the nameplate first. I doubt Daryl Dixon would be into vanity plates, but it's still pretty cool to, show who it is and where it's from. Edition size 825 painted on there out of 1500. And the first thing we'll really focus on is Daryl Dixon himself. Got a determined look in his eye. He's armed with his signature crossbow. And the detail and the paint is really amazing. And you can see the target of his crossbow landed on one of the mini zombies that's on the base. If you look at the zombie, this one, which all these pieces are kind of assembled into the base itself, and all these are just kind of placed on it. This one is connected with a magnet. It's a little loose, but you can't really tell it when you focus on it too much, but I'll get both sides of this zombie. And on the base, where he's almost like running over a zombie graveyard or mowing down zombies with his bike as he goes, you can see all the zombies that have been sculpted into it. This is another one. This was the zombie itself is sculpted into the base, but its arm was an attachment. There's a pretty good seam line there, and it doesn't fit as tight as I'd like for it to, but another nitpick on an amazing statue. And it's gripping for the bike itself, and that's one of the things we'll focus on now is just the detail. Oh man, just the detail. I almost poked myself with one of the zombie arms. The detail on the bike. You can see all that's painted and sculpted really well. The satchel hanging down from the bike. Tires. And even the gas tank is really well done. I want to point out this little nick here is sculpted into it. It's almost like a bullet has grazed the side of the gas tank. Next thing we'll look at is the other zombies that are on here. This is intestine zombie. You can see just everything's really splattered. And when we look at the back of the statue, you can see the remainder of this zombie is underneath the tire as Daryl pops a wheelie on him. Another zombie that's crawling up out of the graveyard made an attempt to reach for Daryl's leg, only to have his arm ripped off. Pretty gnarly. See the back of Daryl's vest with his signature wings. And one of the other things I want to point out for detail is just how this is all sculpted here. I mean, these are very delicate parts, so I was just really glad that none of it came broken. Look at the motorcycle over here, some more details of the base. And then we can see my favorite zombie of the bunch is the one that Daryl met head on. Yeah, bad pun. And there's nothing really, he's reaching, he's moving, one of his arms is gone, but yeah. You can see the tire is really digging into him. It's spilling guts out everywhere and spray painting the front of Daryl's bike. And there's another zombie. His butt's resting on that zombie's head. Other things, I would point out the arrows for the crossbow, how each one of those are individually painted. And Daryl has awfully clean shoes to be right in the middle of a massive zombie kill. The last thing we can Game of Thrones Daryl Dixon. Replace it with a no sunglasses head. I like the head with sunglasses, so I'm going to replace it back on there. Alright, summary. This is the Daryl Dixon Mcfarlane Walking Dead statue, and they're still currently available at Mcfarlane Toys. They're, from what Todd was saying on his Facebook page, they're growing pretty fast, so they might be almost sold out. It may be a sales tactic, but I wouldn't sleep on it too long, because a lot of the stores, Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Stores, did pre-orders for these, and the pre-orders sold out. But I'm not sure if they're still available now there, since they've actually came in stock or not. But I know that Mcfarlane Toys has them in stock as of today. So if you want one, here's your chance to get it before they hit the secondary markets and start going up as the Michonne, Rick, and Negan statues have. Alright, thanks for watching.